After working with hundreds of families, I keep seeing one parenting mistake stopping children from talking. Most parents don't even realize they're making it. So in this video, I'm going to show you what this mistake is and walk you through the gentle steps you can take to actually get your child talking to you. This mistake has kept hundreds of children I've worked with from speaking up when they want something. So much so that even a 33-year-old autistic woman with whom I've worked with also had the same problem. This mistake is to force your child to speak when she's pulling your hand towards something that she wants. So back in 2019, this woman came to me, able to speak in sentences, have a conversation, and also work. But when she got home, she would usually pull her caregiver's hands towards the thing that she wanted. This created unnecessary tension, and I'll tell you why later on. So why won't she talk? When I asked her why, she said that's the only way that I know how to communicate when I want something. When she wanted something, she couldn't control herself. She wanted it right now and right here. So the best way to do it was to grab someone's hand and put it on the thing that she wanted. It made her feel like she owed her caregiver something, when it should be her right to have that at her home. Most trainers think children need to use their voice to feel like they have worked for it. Now, why does this mistake increase tension at home? It would make sense if your child could talk, you could tell them to use their words. Given that this autistic woman already had a very dialed down schedule and had limited things she wanted, it wouldn't require to say anything for the caregivers to know exactly what she wanted. So it was a habitual mistake that the caregivers would make by saying, "What do you want?" Say it with the words. The logical solution, in my opinion, is not to ask, but just to give. I'll tell you how to give later in this video, all right? So stick to the end. Her mother didn't understand this logic. So when I asked the autistic woman in front of her mother, the answer shocked her. So I asked, "Hey, how come you pull someone's hand instead of talking?" She said, "I can talk, but when I'm at home, I know that the people, my caregivers, know what I want already. And I've been doing this for my whole life. So whenever I get slightly impatient, this is all I know what to do." And this is a hallmark of a person on the spectrum. They get used to things and it becomes habitual. A ritual, in fact, expecting the same thing to happen over and over again. And the fact that she does get what she wants at the end of the ordeal actually rewards and reinforces the behavior that happened prior to her getting what she wanted. So all the fussing, all the hand pulling, everything got rewarded. And that's why it keeps on happening. In the end, after all my explaining, the caregivers started giving her what she wanted instead of asking. And the autistic woman actually felt a lot better and began to speak normally at home. This is a vicious cycle if you don't release this tension. All these words that come out actually frustrate the child even more, and it doesn't help with the language development. So how does it stunt language growth? The first reason is that you're not providing actual help. Just by asking questions over and over again, you're not actually helping someone to say it. So there are two scenarios. Number one, they already have the words, like the autistic woman that I've just talked about. Or number two, they actually don't have the words and they're still learning what to say. So in either situation, there's no compromise. It's either you say it or I don't give it to you. And it becomes a standoff that lasts for a long time. When the tantrum exceeds the parent's comfort zone, they usually give in. So when they give in and give the cookie, the whole sequence of frustration gets reinforced and rewarded, as I was talking about. That's why when you try to get your child to speak, they tend to run away because they think to get that thing that they want from you, they need to go through the whole sequence of ordeal of getting rejected. You ask a lot of questions, asking them to say something which they might not want to. And number two, they might not know why. And number three, some children don't even know how to do it. They don't have the ability to create that speech. So by repeating yourself over and over again, it creates a horrible experience for both of you. You want your child to speak, but he doesn't want to. He wants the thing that he was asking you for. So I told you what to do when a child doesn't want to, like for the 33-year-old. So what if your child doesn't know how to use words yet? So I'm going to tell you another story. So bear with me a little bit about a boy who had a genetic disorder. He wasn't speaking at 3.5. When he came to us, he was only making sounds to protest or pull the mom's hand towards the things that he wanted. He was nonverbal, and they've been through a lot of types of therapy, even genetic treatment. So I spotted this mistake yet again. When he was pulling, the mom was asking, "Hey, what do you want? what do you say first? How do you do this? How do you do that? There was a lot of quizzing. There was a lot of repeated questions. There were a lot of demands. And when this happened, the boy would go into a tantrum. And the mom would ask, why is he in a tantrum? I don't get it. It's not like he doesn't know how to do these things. So I stopped her and decided that we need to break this cycle, because it becomes the only thing that they know what to do. They will keep on doing it because it's been serving them so well. So how do we fix it? And I'll tell you exactly how I did it for this particular boy. So number one, find out exactly what your child wants, which you most likely know already. If you don't know, look around. It's pretty obvious. He's pulling your hands literally to the thing that he wants. Number two is to give him what he wants, but in a smaller portion. So if he wants a cookie, it doesn't mean you have to give him the whole thing. If he wants to watch TV, it doesn't mean he watches the whole day. A lot of times, after the whole ordeal, you reward the child with the whole thing, and therefore makes it very worth it for them to go through it, which is why it keeps on happening. So give in small portions. Number three is to teach an easy skill. Sometimes I will teach an open palm gesture, just like that, for children to wait. For this boy, I taught him to use Picture Exchange Communication System, which is PEX. The reason for this is that he really needed to hold on something. So he really wanted to give us something. So I decided to use a picture instead of an open palm. All this is to teach your child to wait, which is the last step. Once your child can wait, you can put their hand out, or they can give you a card, or when you see them looking at you expectantly, thinking that they will get what they want, then you can teach the words, the gestures, the sign language that your child needs to learn. If your child is in distress, it will be very difficult to get your child to learn anything from you. The worst you can do is to ask more questions and repeat. Follow the above steps to fix it, and if you're patient, give small portions and keep doing this for 10 or 15 times in one sitting. If they want the cookie, give them little by little, and at the same time, teach them the skill of waiting with the open palm. And it doesn't matter what kind of thing you use. You might use PEX, you might use an iPad communication device. As long as your child knows the thing that they want is coming, then it'll be okay. Once they're waiting, you can do anything you want. You can teach them to speak, say sentences, say, I want whatever, fill in the blank. After all this, the boy started waiting, and we finally got him to speak at 5.5 years old, which took us a year, just to let you know how long it takes for specific cases. Okay, it might not take as long for you. So that's all you needed to know. If you want an in-depth version of what I talked about here, you can go to www.agentsofspeech.com/course. There's a course called 0 to Words that lays out exactly what I talk about here. It's free. Go there, check it out, sign in, and you can join this huge community of parents who are all chewing on this information and cheer each other on. That's all for today. And after you master this, the next logical step is to teach your child to talk. And you'll want to watch this video here, where I break down the 3 steps to teach your child to talk without forcing them at all. All right, see you there.